I titled this essay, Again, a Sigh and Another Breath. As we reflect again on the killing of George Floyd, a sigh of relief is all that the guilty verdict against Derek Chauvin affords us. The ability to breathe free and to be free is what all of us must have as part of our everyday lives. The fact that so many black and brown people do not get to exercise these as basic rights means that the work of justice is still ahead of us. Yes, as a concerned people, we held our collective breaths awaiting this verdict. Thankfully, unlike George Floyd, Eric Garner, Tamir Rice, Breonna Taylor, Tony McDade, Philando Castile, Roxanne Moore, Daunte Wright, Toledo, Bryant, and an unending host of other victims of police killings, we as black and brown people get to breathe this rare sigh of relief. The past being our prelude, black and brown people had every reason to expect to have our breaths taken away once more with another routine verdict of no accountability. It is remarkably unremarkable that in a country that prides itself on being built on laws grounded in equality, justice, and human dignity, a straightforward verdict of accountability is marked as a rare achievement. But maybe, just maybe, beginning with H.R. 7120, the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act of 2020, and Senate Bill 4263, the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act, we might enact laws that will lead to change in our structures of inequity and injustice. Who knows? While we have this rare opportunity to breathe and to contemplate accountability, we might even imagine that House Bill 40 could become law, and we could move in the direction of economic justice for those whose ancestors were enslaved and exploited for 250 years in the United States. Yes, those people from whom George Floyd came. Rare as it is, this moment and this outcome does not bring George Floyd back, and it will bring only limited relief to his family and loved ones. Still, we can build on this verdict to move our collective lives forward in the name of justice and of our common humanity. This is the least we can do for the families of those sentenced to long years of grief, pain, and loss by a system that presumes to serve and protect them. So how should we, in education, for example, be accountable to this verdict? We might recognize the possibilities of this moment and respond in ways that might lead in the direction of acknowledgement and repair. Perhaps we might critically examine the reasons black and brown people are consistently in police gun sites. And we can work to eliminate the knowledge systems that provide justifications for these public lynchings. In so doing, we might help to bring an end to the policing of black and brown breathing. After all, it was years ago that educator Carter G. Woodson looked at this most barbaric feature of U.S. life and concluded that there would be no lynching if it did not start in the classroom.